So question number 3 is, how hard should I be exercising? Now, I did mention this earlier about how you want to make sure that you're never training to exhaustion. You want to make sure that you understand that now your goals have changed, right? Your body's changing, it's adapting, it's growing a human, okay, at the end of the day. So you want to make sure that your reasons for exercising are not to lose weight, okay, not to shape the body necessarily, but more about keeping it strong, keeping it healthy, keeping all your circulation working well, and to make sure that you actually are able to provide the best possible space for that baby to grow in. So point number 1 to keep in mind is that you are trying to maintain strength through your pregnancy and post your pregnancy. You want to try and maintain good mobility. So you want to make sure you've got lots of mobility workouts into your exercise program, because you want to make sure that you continue to have good range of movement both during your pregnancy and post your pregnancy. And above all is that you want to keep your heart healthy, you want to keep your joints healthy, you want to keep your muscles strong, and this obviously has nothing to do with looking good in anything fancy or for any function or any festival that you might have coming up. This is purely about maintenance and providing the best possible space for your baby to grow in, and for you to be able to work according to your baby's needs post your pregnancy. I also wanted to actually quickly bring up a little point here that I actually was exposed to when I was doing my training for pre and postnatal, and it was really interesting because we were actually told that a mom or a mom to be is actually somebody almost like or almost will require skills that maybe a footballer needs. Now, the reason for that is that actually, post this delivery and when this baby enters your life, you're going to be required to move with certain amounts of speed. You're going to be required to hold a load that is changing every day. That baby in your hand is going to be changing in shape and size on almost daily basis, right? You want to make sure that you are strong to be able to sustain that. And not only is this baby changing in shape and size, but at the same time it's a moving load, right? It's not going to stay still. It's going to be crying. It's going to be causing, I'm not trying to paint the worst picture here, but you have to know this and you have to know the obvious. And basically it's not going to be a load that isn't moving. So you have a lot of things that you need to be keeping in mind. You want to make sure that your coordination is good, your strength is good, you want to make sure your balance is good, and you want to make sure that you're grounded and you're able to care for all this baby's needs post this pregnancy, because they're going to need you. Now, what I recommend is that you want to think about movements in a compound sense. You want to think about doing a lot more than just walking on the treadmill or running on the treadmill or just cardio. You want to make sure you get in there some strength and resistance training, some mobility work, some flexibility work. All of these are really important to make sure that you get an overall well-rounded fitness routine while you're pregnant. Okay, so a quick note that I wanted to add here is that while you're pregnant, your body is actually releasing a new hormone, which is called relaxin. Now, this actually, as the name suggests, is relaxing all of your joints, okay, and making you a little bit more flexible, basically preparing you for childbirth, right? Because, that's basically what's going to happen at the end of these 9 months. So that's how your body's making you prepared. Now, you just want to make sure that you don't overuse any of these new acquired flexibility movements, etc., that you thought you couldn't do earlier, but now you can. You want to try and not go too deep into certain things like squats or overstretching yourself, because the reason for it is because of this hormone. So you want to make sure that you actually stay within your range. Don't push it too much, because like I said, this is about maintenance during your pregnancy. This is not about challenging the body and pushing yourself further. So just remember, try and keep a cap on how flexible you think you're feeling, and make sure you don't overdo it. So to sum it up, not 100%, okay, not to exhaustion, maybe 70-75% depending on how you feel. Always keep in mind how you feel, and that's how hard you can try and push yourself during exercise. But just keep reminding yourself of the goal, and keep reminding yourself of how amazing our female bodies are. I mean, the things that they can do are absolutely amazing, and you should take out the time to appreciate that when you are thinking about trying to push yourself a little bit too much. So try and make sure that you have that under control. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed that. It's a quick analysis of a few questions that I do get asked quite regularly, and obviously there are many more. And obviously do your own reading so that you can be sure and you can back up some of the things. I'm not a doctor, so these are just things that I have researched and that I was trained to know about, and I'm just sharing them with you, and I hope that you guys find them useful. And if you do, please guys give this video a thumbs up, okay? And please like it, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. It will really mean a lot to me. And I'm new to this, so I'm going to be building this up and continue to put more useful things out there. I am going to be putting really soon is a couple of exercises that I think are really important to do while you're pregnant. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys really soon.